people. I can't do this with that many people. We're going to cut them. Oh, down to 10,000? Now, wait a minute. Gideon, that's still too many. Me and God are having some conversations here, aren't you? Wait a minute. 10,000's too many. How many do we got on the other side? The Midianites, Amalekites, Amorites, all of them. Anybody got an idea? A lot. I think in this valley there's typically 120,000 people is what they told us. Somewhere in that neighborhood. Gideon, your 10,000's too many. I want you to go down the river and let everybody get a drink. The ones that drink like a dog, that's who I want. Now, okay, God, I'm cooperative in the whole thing. But when we get down to the creek and there are only 300 of them that lap like a dog, now wait a minute. God said, Gideon, come on. We're going to go get and defeat these people. Gideon got an army together. Oh, here we go. God's on our side. Wait a minute. You got too many. Why? Because if he goes into battle with 10,000, Gideon can take credit. He goes into battle with 300, Gideon's not taking credit. If he goes into battle with 300 and they win, who did this? God. And guess what God does? Let's cut it down to 300. And Gideon says, pardon me? Excuse me? But then he says this. If the Lord is with us, why has all of this happened to us? Now I want to ask you, how many times have you asked that question? God, I'm praying. I'm going to church. I put my check in. I'm surrendering every area of my life. God, why? Why are we going through this? You see, I think we ask that question all the time. Lord, why is this happening? Does anybody know the answer? Because we live in a broken world. It's the short of it. Sometimes it's going to seem like your prayers are not getting answered. Sometimes it's going to seem like God's not there. Sometimes it's going to seem like God's not in the instruction because the instruction doesn't make sense. The instruction tells you to cut from 10,000 people down to 300. That does not make sense at all. That's not logic. But faith in God abandons logic because it's about Him and not about me. Faith in God says, with 300 men, we can conquer the Amalekites. And what was the problem to begin with? What was the sin of Israel? They're worshiping the wrong gods. They're in the land of Midian. Midian's having his way with them. The Amalekites and the Amorites, they're just slaughtering them. Just killing the Israelites nonstop, just over and over. And they're like, what's going on here? We need a king. Remember that cry? Gideon says, no, you don't need a king. You got God. If God's for us, and that's what he's telling the people. If God's for us, we don't have to worry about the enemy. If God's on our side, now Gideon's stepping up for me. Because I still got this little puny guy hiding over behind a rock. But now all of a sudden, Gideon's starting to talk. He says, wait a minute. If God's for us, we don't have to worry about all of this. Now Gideon's faith is starting to come out. Why? Because God's doing an amazing thing in Gideon's life. He said, the Lord is with us. Why has all of this happened to us? But he says in verse 17, if I had found favor in your sight, God. Give me a sign.